All right, we are back, and I keep saying we. I, maybe it's me, myself, and I don't know. Anyways, lathered up. So I noticed one thing, I noticed this yesterday with the Christmas soap, and with this soap, it's much softer than, like, I have like Dapper Man, which, I mean, the soap looks like the pour looks a little different. But the soap is a lot harder. I mean, it's not hard. And then the same thing with Fallout. The soap is a lot harder than, I shouldn't say a lot harder because it's still soft. But I noticed Christmas shave yesterday when I scooped it out was super soft. But this is like, look at that. I mean, not a lot of pressure, and my fingers just going in there. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just interesting, I guess. Sorry, I washed my finger off. Because it's the same 3.0 base as far as I know. I mean, they both say 3.0 base. I didn't look at the actual ingredients, but I imagine if it were changed up, it would be 4.0 or whatever the next iteration is. 3.2.1.8. So anyways, just an observation. Still got a pretty good lather on it, so can't complain about that for sure. But just something I noticed. I don't know if it has something to do with cure time, since these are newer soaps and maybe the other soaps, cured longer or are older. But they weren't this soft when I got them, so I know they didn't sort of harden since I've had them necessarily. And they're all in the 3.0 base. So, all right, let us get started. I mean, and the scent on this is fantastic. I just on my little lathering break, I pulled those out, but I was just curious. I mentioned it yesterday on the Christmas shave video that the soap was softer than normal, or than what I remembered. And then when this one was soft like that, I got me curious, so I had to pull the other ones out of the drawer. Very nice lather. Nice and pillowy. Plenty of peaks there. This smells good. I'm getting a little bit more of the spices now that I lathered it up. It's interesting, it has, I'm looking here, it says blood orange and orange blossom and lavender, but I don't really get much of the citrus out of it. I definitely get the saffron and the raspberry for sure. All right, let's get to it. Definitely much more blade feel on the D plate, especially from the B plate and even the C plate. To me, it's noticeable. And I know some guys prefer that. I know Ken does. Prefer the blade feel. I know Jeremy, the traveling shaver, reached out to me yesterday. He totally likes the D plate. But I noticed those two guys do straight razor and shavette. And Kamasori and all those that have much more blade feel than a DE. So I gotta wonder maybe if that's part of the preference for more blade feel on a DE. And if they're just more used to it. I mean, obviously you can still prefer a more positive blade feel, even if you're not shaving with those other instruments. You know, blade feel doesn't necessarily equal aggressiveness. It's just blade feel. I wouldn't necessarily say this is super aggressive. I think it's just all in what you prefer. I haven't given myself a weeper yet today with this one, so that's good. I feel like the lather's a little thinner today. Maybe I overhydrated. I don't know. Have to play with this a little bit more. All right, second pass. I have a Gillette Slim that Ken also loaned me that I haven't used yet, so I think I'm gonna it's an adjustable. So I think I'm gonna give that a go tomorrow. I have not tried a vintage razor yet. I always find it tough to see what I'm doing with my mustache. So do I do it like that? I think this is a better view for me. I think these plates go up to, I don't know if it's F or G, but I mean, I do know there's an E, and I for sure know there's an F plate in terms of blade exposure, more blade exposure. So I think there's a double A, which is negative. A, I think, is still negative. B is neutral. And then you get into C, D, E, F, and possibly G. I don't remember. I can't imagine really. I had an F plate at one point. I actually have two different handles. So I bought this brand new. I bought it from Stonefield, and I actually got it on one of their, I think it was their Canada Day sale or something. And then I saw one on BST, a used one I bought, that had a different handle. I think it was only a handle that might have been available through West Coast Shave at one point, or it was a special edition, their Gladius handle. Anyways, I really kind of bought it for the handle, just to have a different look, honestly, for the shaves of the day, if I'm being truthful. But it came with an open comb D plate and a solid bar F plate. And I did try that F plate at one point, and that was a little rough for me. And I tried the open comb. That's the same place I got myself yesterday, so I don't know if I reopened that or if that's new. Anyways, they say their open comb, like an open comb B, is similar in blade feel to the solid bar C. So the open comb D would have been an equivalent to a solid bar E. But needless to say, both of those have found new homes. Both those plates anyways, so I have the handle still. Both plates are gone, and then the top cap actually now lives with the traveling shaver, who is seemingly enjoying it, so that's good. Glad it's getting some use. I just realized, no. Yeah, so anyways, right there, just a little weeper. A little bit more. There we go. All right, so I tried to make the shave a little shorter as best I could, just in the interest of time. Put myself right there. So, you know, I'm definitely getting myself more as I continue to shave with the D plate. So, sort of feeling like this was kind of my shave to kind of reevaluate that. Okay, so overall a good shave, except for that, I guess. Soap's really smelling great. It reminds me of something though. I'm trying to put my finger on it. It's a heavy bottle, like the glass. I mean, and I don't think there's any more liquid in here than any of their other bottles. I don't know if there's a volume on here. Ingredients. (120 mLs), so 4 ounces. So that's the same as what's in these bottles, same volume. So that it just must be the glass, super heavy, very substantial. Definitely get a different, I think the raspberry and the orange come out a little bit more in the splash. Let's just see how it settles out in the dry down. I don't get a ton of the leather and the suede. I think actually, I mean, to my nose, I mean, it is the base, but maybe a little bit of leather. I know I do that. It's kind of weird, but. Now maybe actually, when I think about it, do get the leather in that. So anyways, great shave today. Kituwah, it's still available if you haven't purchased it. I know it's on First Line's website because I looked this morning because I was doing a little research on the soap. I don't know what the other retailers have it currently, but if you want this particular square bottle, I think you have to order that through First Line directly. So great soap, great collaboration with Black Mountain Shaving. I'm very, very happy with this one. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so below. And if you are a subscriber, thanks for watching. Hope you made it this far. All right, have a great day, everybody.